This is hardly a model railway video, but it is vaguely related to model railways. Quite a few of my friends are N-gauge modelers, and one of them has, for a short while now, been using one of these. And there are now about 5 of these being used by him and his friends. And I am now a proud owner of one. So what you see on this end here is a tiny camera. And what you see here is a rechargeable battery, chargeable through a USB port, and some electronics inside there. Now this has been made possible, or it is possible, because of mobile phone technology. And I'll show you something else that's possible. So what we've got on mobile phones is cameras now, and so as well as making, so if you wanted a camera that size before mobile phone technology came about, it would have been a pretty expensive thing. But these are now mass produced in their many thousands to be put into mobile phones. Similarly, at this end, you've got the circuit board. And inside here, you have a computer. When I say a computer, it's actually a server, which is a computer running software to enable it to act as a source of information and communication. So it can be logged onto remotely by other computers. And the computer you would most likely log onto it with is a mobile phone. So you can buy this relatively low cost from China via an auction website. As I say, there have been about half a dozen of them bought, and I think one of them out of that half dozen had some issues. And because of the cost, it hasn't been considered by us as a small community of railway modelers to be worth sending back. So the advantage of this, if you can see it against my fingernail, is that it's small enough to use with N-gauge stock, and the camera can be there. It also here has a very small microphone, so it actually picks up audio as well. And with the right software, not the software that comes up if you scan the QR code, there is a QR code on it. There's the QR code. If you scan that, you get some software which seems to be a bit flaky. But there is other software which I can link you to, which it works with very well. And this is dangerous, doing something live. And it's called MySmartCamera. Picture of a camera with a little something beside it. Comes up like that. Downloadable from the usual thing on this. And what we can see is it's not switched on yet. Oh, it's disconnected. This is called C35770. If you look on there, if I switch it on and there's enough charge in the battery, then we might see, let me just retry that, just a little minor thing. My phone forgets what it's been connected to. It's got MD81S, so I had to turn on Wi-Fi settings and reconnect to it on that. So now hopefully if I go back into the app, then I've connected to it through Wi-Fi. It's now connected to the device in Wi-Fi. So now if I click on that, then it's calling up the device. So what we've got is Wi-Fi. So inside here is a server and a Wi-Fi interface. It doesn't need this lead in, it's just because the battery was a bit flat. And it's now setting up a peer-to-peer communication between the two. And so you can see it doing something here where it's setting that up. The other thing about this, particularly interesting when we're running this inside a locomotive or a truck, videoing a railway, is that everybody with the app that I've just shown you, MySmartCamera, whatever it's called, on their phone can view the same video. So it is almost as if this is broadcasting over Wi-Fi, and then everybody that connects to it is then able to see that video. So I'm not quite sure how many it will support. It might not be a large number, it might only be in the single figures, but it does mean 2 or 3 people can be viewing that same video as it's coming out. And it's taking longer than I thought. So, you know, you are going to see one seamless video when I've cut and pasted these bits together. But I'm going to be pausing this now while I just detect if there's something. What you can see in there are 2 LEDs, one red, one blue. It may not show up on the video. There's one red, one blue. The blue one's just gone out, so the one that went out was blue. And that, oh no, the blue one's back on again. And because I can't memorize the manual, and I managed to get it working without reading the manual in detail, I've just tried disconnecting the power cord. It might be it needs that, but I'll sort this out and get it connected. A new location. Set the phone up so you can see the phone, and then oh dear, I need to hold the camera a bit better than that, don't I? Right. Okay, well the camera's upside down, but that is just to show the image you get on the mobile phone. There's the mobile phone from the camera. There's the camera the right way up, and it's just looking at something over there, and you can read those wires which are associated with the computer. It's amazing how many wires you need in order to run a computer. Yeah. Okay, sorry, that's double things there. I'm holding the camera with one hand and then the recording, this device here, the camera here, with another hand. And so there it is, with the camera on top. Light levels low at this end of the room. And there's the actual display on the screen using Wi-Fi. So that's a quick look at this thing. A camera suitable for N-gauge, N-gauge trains, because it will fit into N-gauge trains. We've done that before, and I don't know if you could tell, but a reasonable quality. Certainly when the light is reasonable, the quality is reasonable on the device. I'm moving it about a bit too much, but it probably doesn't show up very well on there. But you know, there are videos showing how good the quality is.